Exactly 43 minutes past the hour of 11. You're tapped into Beyond the Grey, where complex ideas meet clarity with myself, Baby Obuhlisiwe, also known as Ibuda the Gyan, but you can call me OB because I'm your friend like that, and all my friends call me OB. Pressing conversation we're about to have, one that we had to make way and space for on the show because it speaks to education. And if you know Beyond the Grey, we are all about promoting education and really speaking to some of the issues within the education sector to make sure that the quality of education that students receive in South Africa is one that is of good standard but is also accessible. And joining me for a conversation right now on that education matter is Useko Ngambu, who is the regional convener of SASCO in the East London Central region, having a conversation about some of the crisis and the issues that students are facing within the region, but also a statement that they've recently released as the SASCO East London regional regional unit. Seko, welcome to the show. Kunjani? Namdiapila. You mentioned that there are a lot of issues that are facing students in the East London Central Region unit. What are some of these challenges that you feel are facing students?
Okay, thank you very much, Msasaz. Mandiqale ndibulise abaphulaphula emakhaya na kwezo ndawo bakuzo bemamele le interview yanamhlanje. One of the things that we raised, of course, I must first introduce myself. My name is Seko Ngambu. I am the convener of SASCO in Central Region. So one of the issues that we raised recently is that e-application fees within institutions of higher learning, we are unequivocally rejecting them because we are seeing an element whereby institutions whom admit students from disadvantaged backgrounds are introducing the fact that there must be application fee. For example, in Walter Sisulu recently, there's been implementation of the application fee, which is about 100 and something. And we know there that kusuke student from Gobizana, Lusikisiki, Libode, and all of those places, we know that they are coming back from disadvantaged background. Now, some of the students, even though they passed well, but it's very hard for them ukuba bathini ba apply because as a 100 and something, 150, 200 and something within institutions kufanele bazikhuphe for apply, noting very well ke that akazu apply ku institutions neyi1 uzofuna to chance i-chances zakho zobathathe nakwezinye institution, kwenye institution yi-250, 150, 120 kwenye. So xa ebhatala ezo mali zonke akazukwazi ubhatala ezo mali, fumanise mhlawumbe uapply usu kanti effort bengathathu. Now I apply also because we afford the application fee only there.
But universities have to make money, right? Because university application fees exist to cover some labor costs that have to do with administration or even managing the portals in which students have to use to apply. So who must bear that cost if you are saying it must be scraped? Because universities want to make money as well.
Thank you very much. The importance is not universities making money. They must not make money by taking money from students from disadvantaged backgrounds. Aba nezidingo zoba ba access higher education. That's what we've been fighting for. Even the fees must fall, we're fighting for accessible education. Now, implementation is application fees. Yiyo evala lo access ngoku to students esuka kwi disadvantaged backgrounds nenga we history ziye zasokole kube access education. Now you even the money that ethathwa for application fees, we have no sure that it is used for this certain example as reasons ezitsho that no bazoyisebenzisa mhlawumbe ukulungisa uportal okanye yonto.
Would you feel better if universities actually gave you a spreadsheet or an outline of how they use these monies? Would you say, okay, at least we see what you guys are using them for, okay? So we're no longer calling for the university fees to be scrapped, application fees?
No, thank you very much for that question. No, the goal here is not for them to show us what they are doing with the money. No, ours is to say we are rejecting it because ayizutshintsha the fact that la mali benza ngayo ezizinto bayithatha kwintoni kwabantwana abasukula abasoka amakhaya angekho mahle. I-universities i-funding aziyitholi through lento yoba zithini zithatha imali from abantwana abahleli besokola. Now we are rejecting and calling for the abolishment of these application fees because of abantwana ezohamba in each and every institution kube khona i-application fee. Now abantwana bangakwazi access education. So it those implementation of uba mhlawumbe kolungiso portal endondoni must not be managed through i-application fees ebhatalwa ngabantwana abasukela emakhayeni angathathi intweni.
Have you engaged with the different universities here in the central region? Because I know Walter Sisulu, for example, has a 0 application fees for online applications. It's only if you will be delivering or applying at the institution do you have to pay a fee. But for online applications, that is free. And Nelson Mandela University also has free online applications. So have you engaged with these universities?
Of course, as the central region, we mandated the branches. Of course, in each and every campus, a branch of SASCO will release the mandate that e-application fees is introduced. Pertaining ke le igqibo introducewa ngoku that no le nto application fee ayincedisani nathi even if it's online, even if
can you also just provide clarity on this application fee that's being introduced now? For which institution are you speaking about?
Walter Sisulu University.
Okay, so you've engaged with the university itself, or you've only engaged amongst yourselves as members of ISASCO?
Of course, the branch of SASCO is khona pha kwi-institution have wrote emails, have tried to engage with management, of course, to say, no, le application fee, we are rejecting it. For example, the regional coordinator from Steve Biko also went, wrote emails there and also went to an interview stating that, no, le nto ngoku, they are not allowing us ukuba sithini si reject lento by implementer even though we are rejecting it. Now that's why we are taking it outside to say no, we can't allow such a thing that will cause it disadvantage to the very students that we are fighting for, to the very same cause that we have fought for since SASCO was formed. So that's why we are here.
Interesting thing, an interesting issue that you guys are championing. But I'm also interested in what the broader student community is saying. What are the views of the current students in the university and maybe some student communities that you've engaged with on this matter? Are they also sharing the same views, or are they fine with an application fee?
Thank you very much for the question. We have engaged even parents at home. It's not an idea that comes to me to say, no, let's just abolish it. You go to the ground, you hear from different groups of people, parents at home, student leaders within institutions of higher learning, student leaders of my very organization, which is SASCO, whom are complaining. Myself, I am complaining about this thing of the application fee. So nabazali emakhaya umzali uyatsho that hey le mali yoba ndi-apply umntanam apha even though equalify hey andinayo umntanam. So besingenza njani? So funeke ngoku aye to the extent of borrowing money from loan sharks so that it can cover le nto ye-application fee. Abanye uboleka kwameza akwazi uyibhatala baxabane nomeza because kaloku unzima noyibuyisa ekubeni xa uqala inyanga udipende on i-grant funeka athenge igrosa, athenge ii-uniform zabantwana, and all of those things. So i-application fee yongeza umthwalo on top of the problems and the issues that abantu from disadvantaged backgrounds abafana nam lo already bear. So a financial barrier yoba ungakwazi uba access even apply for ubafunde, it becomes a problem. That's why we are calling for the abolishment of the application fee.
Absolutely. Exactly 53 minutes past the hour of 11. You are tapped into Beyond the Grey with myself, Baby Obulisiwe, also known as Ipuda the Jan, but I am in conversation with Useko Nqambu, who is the regional convener of USASCO Central Region. Just before we let you go, please look into this camera and speak to the student community, speak to universities and our listeners about your message just one last time. What would you like them to take out of this conversation?
Manibulele msasas ndibulise nakubaphulaphula. In more than 3 decades to democracy, it is unacceptable that the financial barriers still prevent young deserving people from even applying to start, because this thing of application fees now raises inequality, and we need to note that education is a constitutional right and a public good, not a privilege only to those who can afford it and who can afford to pay these application fees. Therefore, we are calling on all institutions to abolish these application fees. We are calling on a university council, student representative council, and student leaders within institutions of higher learning and other progressive forces to unite behind the abolishment and the rejection of the application fees within institutions of higher learning. Just because I myself, I am within the system of institutions of higher learning, and I didn't even apply when I was applying at Forte. Now there's application fee. So I must fight for the next generation that will come after me and after others who are there within institutions of higher learning to not face this financial barrier, which is what the application fee. We are rejecting the commercialization of the education through izinto ezifana ne-application fee. That's why we are here. So we are calling everyone to reject it. An injury to one is an injury to all. Yonke le issue yethu, we must protect students from disadvantaged backgrounds.
Thank you so much, Seko Nqambu. That was Useko Nqambu, who is the regional convener of USASCO, the Central Region. Exactly 56 minutes past the hour of 11. We've come to the end of Beyond the Grey, where complex ideas meet clarity. With myself, Baby Obulisiwe, also known as Ipuda the Jan, but you can call me Obi. You can catch me again tomorrow from the hour of 9 till 12 midday. Up next, you have Masinga Khune and, of course, Black with the refuel, and I hope you will be refueled. And I say to you, good morning and goodbye.
Beyond the Grey with BBC Who.